Hello there, yeah, another car boot vlog. First off, I'm actually going to show you what I got from my first charity shop haul of the year, because my local charity shops have not opened, but I sort of went to 2 towns over and it turned out literally most of theirs has. So I'll actually start off with something I actually got last time but I didn't show. I got High School Musical 3 senior year. I don't know why I didn't show that, but I put that in the quarantine box. Not really anything massive. Rain Man on the PC3. Unreal 2, The Awakening. I just seem to be picking up a lot of PC stuff. I got the Samurai X movie. I thought this was a DVD, but it's one of these VCD. It's like comes on 2 discs. It's really weird. I think it's quite bootleggy, but I thought that was pretty cool. I've just found this randy another charity shop, Mountain Blades on the PC. I think I paid about £1 for that. And this one, I just love these sort of in between the big boxes, but not quite the small boxes. This Mist Free Elite. So yeah, so I picked that up. So this is the lot I need out today. It's funny because I saw a guy that I hadn't seen for a while, and he'd actually been watching these videos, and he's like, "You have a YouTube now, don't you?" So yeah, just big shout out to you. Yeah, and to everyone I saw today, if you're watching, said you ever seen me. I said, no, don't show my face on this, but I'm sure you understand. You hear the voice. It's quite a recognisable voice, quite a grainy voice. So let's see what I'll go through first. So I picked up some quite interesting stuff. So I'll start off with Xbox 360 stuff. I think I paid something like £2 on this sort of stuff. But I was also getting the 2 packs from these, what came with the console when you bought it. I got really lucky with this one because they had not one but 2 copies of Minecraft, and that is always a good CEX trade. You always get a nice bit of credit on that. And then of course CEX now does NES, SNES and all that other stuff, so you ever see Minecraft at a good price on either the PlayStation or the 360, always pick it up because it's a nice bit of trade credit. And then he said you get something nice in return, like Conker's Bad Fur Day. I picked this up for I think it was £2, the best of Star Wars. Just that at the moment they're sort of, Disney's very much like will only release its stuff, and there's quite a few games on here that I wanted to check out. So it's got Battlefront, Empire at War. So I thought this was a cool find for £2, just everything on one disc. This didn't cost me £20. I'm pretty sure I paid either £2 or £1 for this. The first Lord of the Rings. I picked up so many Lord of the Rings games the last couple of days. I just picked that for £1, but I sort of picked it up, had Dragon's Lair on it, and yeah, I just realised that it's actually the full game. Play it now, get the full game only on this DVD. So that actually is quite a cool find if that is true. The entirety of the original Dragon Lair on the PlayStation. Or was it on the, oh no, it's a DVD. I thought it was a thingy, but no, that's really cool if we got the entirety of Dragon Lair on a DVD. I mean, that game is quite funny, famous because I've forgotten his name. There was this really famous animator who made it. Let's see what else. I think I picked this up in like a £1 lot. Football Manager. I like my Football Manager. I hadn't had any of the PSP ones. Championship Manager, just a bit of advice. Unless it's like Championship Manager 4, you ever see a Championship Manager, they always go for anything. Not Football Manager. Football Manager sort of, even though it's literally the same franchise, but I picked up like Football Manager 2, and I think it was like worth, especially if you get the big box one, they can go for quite a bit. I mean, I'm more buying them for my own collection because I actually do like the Football Championship Manager game. But just a tips out there for anyone who is looking at stuff, like even like slim cases for, like, I think I got the 01-02 season. I think it's like ridiculous. They wanted like £20 for it on eBay. So very good find. I found this randy on store. I just found it so hilarious. I bought it. Outlaws Volleyball. Don't think it's worth anything. I picked this up because I thought it interesting. League Series Baseball 2, and as I'm collecting my PlayStation 2 at the moment, there's no stuff like this just doesn't get printed a lot of in the Power region, because literally we don't really watch or play baseball, so games like this can go under the radar. I mean, I'm sure it's just worth £1, but as I'm collecting everything on PlayStation at the moment, it was a good game. Picked this up for £2. R-Type Final. It was a good big pile of games I actually picked up, and then I saw this. I didn't see it the first time, and I went back and I was like, no, I must pick this one up. Also inside, the guy had this as well. It is only £1. Promotional copy of Age of Empire 2, is that? Yeah, 2. So I was like, neat. So I picked up a cool promo. It's only annoying it didn't have the case, but I like picking up my promo games. That's another thing I'm a sucker for at Carboot. He also had this, but I don't think the game's in it, or the game has fallen out in my bag. The Scope S Navy, but it has like the the headphones that you use. What else we got? We got the Complete Saga Lego Star Wars on the Xbox, because I don't have it on the Xbox. It's like another random £1 game. I'm just saying, I'm a sucker for PlayStation 2. It's great at the moment, but I will say one thing about Car Boots at the moment, unless you get, as I was saying the other day, with that guy was just buying absolutely everything. There's lots of people just really don't want the PlayStation 2 stuff, so this is one of the things I'm really collecting for at the moment. So people sort of leave a lot more of this stuff. So you get some really interesting games, and a lot of it's going for a really good rate. So that's really good. I got another lot. I actually got something quite cool in this lot. I paid £10 for the whole lot. I got Little Mermaid. Yeah, I did pay £2 for it. But a DS is something else I'm collecting for. And I am a sucker for Disney. This is some more stuff that I'm pretty sure I paid £1 for this lot each. Operation Winback Techno Carry game, because they do the Thingy Warriors. Soldier of Fortune. I don't know, I just love picking this random stuff up. No One Lives Forever. That is another PlayStation 2. There's just so much released. Landers Challenge. I just really love picking up all this random stuff. Something terrible, because I remember renting it from Blockbuster back in the day, Little Britain the video game. I literally got dared by someone to buy this. He was like, I dare you to buy that. I was like, yeah, hell, I'm buying that. Of course, with the controversy of Little Britain, that literally they're sort of pulling every Little Britain. Of course, PlayStation 2 games are no longer in print. But yeah, this is actually a really terrible game. Like really badly made. It's one of those, like, it's so bad. No, not even so bad it's good. It's just really quite a terrible game, but it's in my collection now. Going through now, you think, oh Tim, you're buying some boring old Call of Duty. No, I will say very thank you to this lady. I literally bought a disc game only for her, and yeah, that's a good game. Literally had it on the stall, and she said, oh yeah, just £1 for the ones without a case. And I was like, yes. And you know, she went out of her way and she said, oh no, let me get you a case for that. She's saying, like literally some of the games just don't have any cases. I believe this is a quite hard to find one. I think I saw it in CEX the other day for £30. It's either this one or another one. I know there is a few different series, but I'm pretty sure it's the because there's like the Tenkin. There's like 2 different series, but I remember one of them has 2 words in it. So I'm going to check that one later. So hopefully I got something decent here. I do like myself some Dragon Ball. I really do actually quite like anime, so I do like picking up anime games. Actually, a little bit of advice here for anyone who likes picking up their anime games, especially for the PlayStation 2. Go buy yourself a day pass, a Euro pass, day pass. Take a big bag with you. Go to Paris. No joke. Sort of type in video game Paris. Literally, there are literally shops that have a shit ton of just PlayStation 2 games, and they have all these sort of anime titles, the Naruto's, the Dragon Balls, Sensei. They got some like One Piece, a lot of One Piece as well. And literally, last in Paris, I just went absolutely nuts buying all this stuff, and a lot of it is actually worth quite, like when you bring it back here, is actually quite sought after if you wait. And literally the only difference is, I'll just use this as an example, is literally this cover will just be written in French pretty much normally, with a few exceptions. The game will boot up. You go to the options, you can change it. Literally, it's the same game that you're paying all that money for. And literally, I was like buying stacks of games for like €10, and it was like nuts. It was like Naruto games, the Sensei games. I remember I literally found the French version of Cash Converters, and they had another popular sort of anime series / video game series called Imasuza 11, and there's a lot of it on the DS, but there's this one game on the Wii that is really hard to find, and anytime I see it, it's normally on a dealer's like store at Comic-Con, and it's a lot of money. I literally found it in there for like €3, like €5 for like this really rare, hard to find game. So yeah, right, I got something I've been after for a while, a Xbox copy of Sonic Heroes. I think I like paid £1 for that. Always pick up The Sims. I don't know why. I'm not sure if I had it on it. There's a lot of Xbox today. So much Xbox. Bought another double pack. I think I paid £2 for that. I like got a load of games for £10. Let's have a look. I remember the hype behind this series, and I never got this one. The website. I know there's like a really bad one. It's not this one. I know this is infamous because the sequel still hasn't come out, even though there was like a trailer for it for like years ago. I was saying, yeah, I hope you give this a play. I actually remember quite enjoying the first one in places. It wasn't perfect, but you know, for a good zombie game, one of the best video games ever made, Spider-Man 2. I never had it on the Xbox, so I was like, I need to complete my Xbox. So I seem to keep getting a lot of these games that sort of have discs but not thingy. I'll show you which one. Naughty Bear. This is a notoriously bad game. I was like picking that up because I see it to be a sucker for terrible video games. And yet again, at all powered Minecraft, because I'm 99% sure I have a case somewhere with a really scratched up copy, so I can put this nice copy on, get myself some nice CEX credit there. As I say, top tip, Minecraft. You can never go wrong with Minecraft. Oh, this was an interesting one. There's like literally, it was one game on the store, and it's this, and I sort of said how much. He sort of said like £4, and I am a DS collector, but I sort of walked away, and she went, "Oh, how much do they only go for?" And I sort of said, "Not going to be like the like £2 or so." And she said, "Oh, you can have it like for £2." So I picked it up for £2. And then just picking up random DS games, what I still can. I think it was like one of the £1 piles I got this from. Right, it's just the interesting. Oh, and one of those things, literally I almost missed out on this. I saw this on the store, and literally the top was covered, and I just was like Tony Hawk, like on the PlayStation 2 or like PlayStation 2, I would literally walk past it. But then my friend was like, "Yo, you missed a GameCube game there." And I went back, and yeah, put it up, only wanted £1. That's really good. From one of my friends, it said I think they also had Mario Party 5, which I actually already had, so it's cool that I managed to pick up something for my GameCube collection. He was also able to pick something up for his GameCube stuff for £1 each. That's cool. He's the guy actually who's watching this, so you see this saying this is the other one. So yeah, that's going to go nicely in my collection. So out of this, really, the only stuff that I'll trade on is probably the Minecraft. I think everything else here today is actually going directly into this collection, so that's good. This was my super lucky find of the day. I'll show you. I was actually looking through the box, and this is the other thing, one of my other loves I was actually looking through. One of the first times the first time I think I've ever seen this sort of thing at a car boot. But I looked through and I found this, and I was like, "Oh right, okay, NES Game Genie," and I turned it around. It's a flipping Micro Machines for the NES, the Codemaster, the one who literally you have to sort of stick a legal game in the top and you stick it in, and that's how it bypassed. Yeah, I think this was like in the 90s. Nintendo were really stingy about who could publish, and I think Codemaster made a lot of these. I think they did this stuff right with the Dizzy games and stuff. Not sure of it, but yeah, there's lots of weird things. I just love weird things like this. I love my terrible video games, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it when I find like the other day I found my Game Boy Advance and stuff. But sometimes I just really like finding just random crap. I just find something so interesting about this. So yeah, it's nice when you find like loads of really rare like box NES games, but sometimes it's just nice when you just find a lot of this really random stuff. Right, I also picked this up from the £10 lot that I had that thing from earlier. So I got that, these two DS, this actually, at the moment I seem to be trying to buy stuff at a round price, so I don't bombard people with change, especially the current situation. Right, so this is one of my other loves. This guy had a whole huge box of anime figures and video game stuff. It was really quite vintage, so unfortunately, I do know my anime, but unfortunately there wasn't anything vintage that I want. So this is Mikuru from the Medikey of Haruhi Suzumiya. Very popular character actually. So some of these figures can actually go for quite a lot. I don't think this one's one of them. Literally had a big figure. I went through the whole thing, and I wasn't going to pick up characters I didn't know, and it was only 2 characters I recognised. Really annoying, because this sort of thing, I was looking for Lum and Bella Dandy figures for Momo Goddess and those Noxus aliens. But unfortunately there was none in there. But I was happy to see little Mikuru. She's sort of in a box thing. I don't know why. But yeah, she's sort of thingies in. So there's like £2. See, I wanted £2 for small ones and £4. And they had some quite nice ones. They even had one that was fully nude. So yeah, so it was a bit risky. And then they found this, considering I've just literally... Oh, her thing fell off. Oh man. Unfortunately, looks like her boot has fallen off, but I can glue that back together. I got a Tifa from Final Fantasy VII figure. I literally just played the remake. I really liked it. I know there's people who don't like it. I'm going to have to screw her foot back on board here. But yeah, no, I went through, seeing they had Eris or any of the other girls, any of the other FF girls, but they don't. So £2 for both of those, and I got that as well. And then I just threw those because I wanted to round it up. I just saw those 2 random DS games. As I do like myself some Disney DS. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to have to glue this back on, unfortunately. But yeah, apart from her leg falling off, yeah, I had a good day. As I said, I found some interesting stuff, some stuff I'm going to look through now. Yeah, so thanks to people who are watching. Thank you for bearing with me. If you'd like to give me a like, subscribe, a comment, a dislike if you don't like this. Honest to God, you don't like this, give me a comment and say what I'm doing wrong. If you like what I'm doing, give me a comment, say what I'm doing right. I said don't get subscribed. I said I was speaking to another games buyer today. Yeah, no, it was cool meeting you. It's nice to meet other people who have similar interests. So yeah, if you're watching, please give a like, a comment. And yeah, so good day. I said I'm hopefully going to the Carboot again tomorrow, because I actually have holiday that I didn't realise I had. So this is all bonus stuff. So yeah, a good day. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye bye.